When Apple TV revealed that their newest series was going to be about a mild-mannered, middle-aged mom in suburban America who's just a mom and a wife by day, but fights extremists on Discord at night, who infiltrates online hate groups and gets to the bottom of these things to help prevent domestic extremism, everyone rolled their eyes because they knew exactly what this would be. It was going to be yet another story from Hollywood, how straight, white, male, Christian conservatives are really the evil people that you have to worry about. Those are the ones who are the most evil in the world, because that's really what plays out in front of our very eyes, right? And of course, it got obliterated. As you can see on this trailer, 68, almost 69,000 dislikes to only 11,000 likes. It got annihilated. And it stars Jessica Chastain. And it is based on a true story. This true story is an article in Cosmopolitan from 2019 about a woman who decided to try to infiltrate some online hate groups and got like one person arrested or something like that. And it got blown into what this story is now. Well, apparently, we talked about this the other day, Apple didn't think that in the wake of all the left-wing radical violence that's been occurring, after the murders, after the attacks that have been happening from the left, unarguably from the left, maybe it wasn't a good idea to put out this show that's trying to blame conservatives for everything. Maybe it wouldn't be the best look. So they said, yeah, we're delaying this thing indefinitely. Apple TV postpones Jessica Chastain series, The Savant, in wake of Charlie Kirk assassination. It was supposed to release this weekend, and they said, no, we're going to push that a little bit. After careful consideration, we've made the decision to postpone The Savant. We appreciate your understanding and look forward to releasing the series at a future date. Well, somebody wasn't very happy about that. Well, really, a lot of people. The mainstream media, they're not happy about it because they want to continue pushing the lies that conservatives are really the ones pushing violence on everybody, when obviously the opposite is true. But so the mainstream media, they're very upset. They're blaming Trump. They're blaming Apple for not having the balls to stand up to conservatives and paint them all as murderers. Jessica Chastain is also not very happy with it. Jessica Chastain, the lead actress of this series that's very important to her, apparently. Jessica Chastain rebukes Apple TV for postponing The Savant over Charlie Kirk's assassination. And she put out a big statement that we're going to go through here. And look, I get why Apple TV postponed it. I get why they postponed it, especially because this is not a both sides type of look when it comes to this show. This is not, hey, we're looking into the left wing and the right wing things that are happening. This isn't some balanced take. We knew exactly what it was about. It was about going after straight, conservative, Christian white men. That's who the show's villains were. And in the aftermath of all these attacks by leftists, right? Shooting of the ICE building just the other day, the murder of Charlie Kirk, what the trans rampages that are happening out there, shooting up an ABC station because you suspended Jimmy Kimmel for a few days. That's what's happening right now with the left. Maybe they thought it might not be a good idea to put it out. Jessica Chastain thinks that it was a huge mistake. I want to say how much I value my partnership with Apple. They've been incredible collaborators, and I deeply respect their team. That said, I wanted to reach out and let you know we're not aligned on the decision to pause the release of The Savant. In the last 5 years since we've been making the show, we've seen an unfortunate amount of violence in the United States. The kidnapping attempt on Michigan Governor Gretchen Whitmer, the one that was facilitated by the FBI. The January 6th attack on the Capitol. We found out there's a lot of FBI agents that were undercover there, didn't we? That's weird. The assassination attempts on President Trump. I applaud her for putting those out there. The political assassinations of Democratic representatives in Minnesota by other Democrats. The attack on Speaker Pelosi's husband. The assassination of conservative commentator Charlie Kirk. The recent shooting of an ABC affiliate station in California. And over 300 school shootings across this country. These incidents, though far from encompassing the full range of violence witnessed in the United States, illustrate a broader mindset that crosses the political spectrum and must be confronted. I've never shied away from difficult subjects, and while I wish the show wasn't so relevant, unfortunately it is. The Savant is about the heroes who work every day to stop violence before it happens. This show is about a middle-aged woman working tirelessly to prevent conservative violence. I think the people at Apple didn't think that would hit very well this week. Somehow, some way, they didn't think that would hit very well. Just a guess. And honoring their courage feels more urgent than ever. While I respect Apple's decision to pause the release for now, I remain hopeful the show will reach audiences soon. Until then, I'm wishing safety and strength for everyone, and I'll let you know if and when the Savant is released. I do imagine it will release. I don't think they're shelving it permanently, but the way she has that at the end, if and when it releases, is a little bit telling, certainly. But look, I get the media's mad over it. I get the media's trying to blame Trump for this not being released. Look at this first fucking paragraph. In a shocking decision, Apple TV's postponed the premiere of Jessica Chastain drama series The Savant, offering another chilling example of how business giants are running scared of the Trump administration and bowing to pressure before it even exists. Are you serious? We're really trying to blame this on Trump too? Are you fucking kidding? And of course, this person, Elizabeth Fisher, woman, saw the show and thinks it's very, very important. Having watched the 8-episode series, The Savant's precisely the type of show America needs right now. It looks at a sector of mostly white male individuals who believe America belongs to them, fueled by hate, bigotry, xenophobia, and misogyny. They talk cruelly and candidly online about enacting harm and violence towards individuals or others who they are being unworthy in their country. So I wonder what side of the aisle that you're trying to describe here. Isn't it funny that ICE, right? That ICE was just shot up by a left-wing lunatic. Sounds like it was a good idea for these people to stop. Because you know what? The mainstream media, the disgusting pieces of shit in the mainstream media, in the evil fucks, in the Democratic politicians, the Hollywood elites, all of these people. You want to know why Charlie Kirk was murdered? Because these people lied about him over and over again. You want to know why there's so many assassination attempts on Trump? You want to know why people are shooting up government facilities? It's because of the lies that you people have been peddling. Full stop. That's why. If you call somebody Nazi over and over and over and over again, if you call somebody racist and bigot and fascist over and over and over again, you're going to tell these people that it's okay to take them out. That's what you have been doing. That's what you have done. I think it's a good idea for Apple to not put this out. Now, personally, would I have made this in 2025? No, I probably wouldn't have, because this is something that people might have pretended was relevant a couple of years ago. Now, obviously, it's not. Yet you still want to desperately push the idea that it should be. So I don't think it's a good idea to make it. But I do think it's probably the right idea to try to lower the temperature a little bit. And in the aftermath of you getting somebody fucking killed, maybe you shouldn't go out there and push more of the same lies. So good job on Apple for, even though it's a bad, stupid idea to make it, not putting it out on a week like this. Jessica Chastain, however, not very happy.